What's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Beyonce, where you at? You not responding to this lady going crazy on your husband? Even drag your name in it? First off, let's just start off with Happy Black History Month. We're gonna celebrate Black History the whole month, okay? So let's start off Happy Monday as well. Let's start off with a good word today. Just a little inspiration, a little something to pick, you know, for the mind, some mind food. Be careful who you build with because people will use you for the foundation and finish the structure with someone else. Okay, it's just a little something for, you know, for the one and the one. Speaking of Rihanna playing in the background, Nicki Minaj even brought Rihanna up, brought Foxy Brown up. Now, let's get into that another time. Hold on. Let's first, um, I'm gonna drop you a little Black History gem that's not talked about enough. Okay, Robert Smalls was born into slavery in 1839. At 23 years old, he stole the Confederate, disguised himself as the captain, and used secret codes to sail past enemy guards. He rescued enslaved families, escaped to freedom, and later ran for Congress and won. Yes, still no movie about that. Let's take some time and reflect on Robert Smalls. You guys go ahead and do your research. Robert Smalls, 1839. All right, let's talk about the Grammys. Last night, the Grammys, kicked off. Kendrick Lamar came back for year two and cleaned up again. It's like, come on, let somebody else breathe. Kendrick Lamar came through and literally wrapped it up. Cher happened to give one of the awards out, and she may look good, but that 80-year-old age is definitely creeping up on her. She was like, the winner of this is Luther Vandross, because the song is called Luther. Anyway, those are just some highlights from the Grammys. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar came through, tore shit up. But while all of you guys were watching the Grammys or digging in your nose or whatever you do on, you know, the bye week before the Super Bowl, Nicki Minaj, I guess, got whiffed of Trevor. I don't know his last name, Trevor, whatever. He threw a joke out there like, "Where's Nicki Minaj?" Oh, she's at the White House playing with Donald Trump. And then he went into his Donald Trump impersonation that was super funny. Um, in his background, you had John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, who was tapping her two fingers together, meaning she was clocking T. And also, she waved bye to the screen when Trevor named Nicki Minaj. Chrissy was like, bye or hi, whatever you want to interpret it as. It was like, hey, bitch, how you doing? Right? So Nicki Minaj popped out and started dragging everyone. She popped on X from home, swinging at the air because that's all you could do. Why wasn't you in attendance? Swinging at the air, earlier Lizzo spoke out and was on some. Um, Jay Z was named in the files, but what does that mean? He was at the precipice of his career. The guy named everyone, but what did they say he did? They didn't say he did anything because someone's name. What did they do in these million-page documents? Anyway, Nicki Minaj didn't like Lizzo speaking out for Jay Z. So Nicki Minaj tweeted last night while she was on her rant saying that Jay Z was a pedophile for Aaliyah, Beyonce, Rihanna was sleeping with Foxy Brown when she was 15 years old. That's Foxy Brown's story to tell. Let's see what Foxy has to say. Foxy, young gal, young gal, what you got to say, Fox? Nicki is your girl. Now she's out here telling your story. That was the first thing she said. Jay Z basically predator you. So Foxy, hot gal, what do you have to say about that? This your girl. This your home girl. So I did my Twitter. I'm sorry, my Instagram investigating. So Monica was on tour with Nicki Minaj back in the day, but Monica was not following Cardi B. Now Monica follows Cardi B and like all her posts. So I don't know what happened, but now Monica is a follower of Cardi B. Maybe she's not feeling the way Nicki Minaj is out here carrying herself. But we have a lot of closeted Trump supporters. So Nicki Minaj is just someone who was brave enough to, you know, say that she is a MAGA girl. But I guess people hold her to a different standard because you have Kodak Black, young boy, NBA young boy, whatever the case. You have all these other guys, black men, who publicly say they voted for Trump. Now, Nicki Minaj, where she's receiving more criticism because they have resurfaced videos where she's, going in like every man need a Michelle. Every man had a Hillary. Every Bill had a Hillary. Every Obama had a Michelle. Blah blah blah. So and then she's like, you you guys don't want a Melania. So people are running old footage. So what she portrayed didn't match up. Most black men, once they say they vote for Trump, that is what it is. They voted and they say it. Maybe they didn't receive as much backlash. But Nikki, on the other hand, people feel like she's playing in their face. I have no idea why. Nikki has had me blocked on Instagram for since her and Remy, had their beef, and she just recently blocked me on X because I felt like, her rent is because of Cardi B. Somebody else's success or someone else's flowers should, if you're going to be mad about it, why get online and go crazy about it? I don't know. So she has me blocked. So I can't comment, but you can on X if someone has you blocked, you can still view their posts. Anyway, Nikki dragged Lizzo, told her she lost 300 pounds, only sold 300 albums, which was, it's crazy. But again, Beyonce, where you at? You not taking up for your man? Like, you got Nicki Minaj speaking, even speaking for you, saying that Jay Z literally was a predator on you. That's your husband. We know Tina Knowles will speak out later on today and then say that someone hacked her account, but somebody has to speak out or something because you even have 50 Cent who also was in attendance at the MAGA wedding this weekend in DC. 50, a few other snake ass niggas. Why 50 want to see um Jay Z down so bad? That part I don't get. Why do you want Jay Z down so bad? 50, are white men off limits? That's my next question. Like, are white men off limits? Nicki Minaj. Are white women off limits? Are white men off limits? What the fuck is up? Y'all saying that you're being bullied by your community because you're saying Trump is handsome and you're hanging out with Trump nowadays. You hang out with the president. What else do you need, baby girl? MAGA Minaj. What else do you need? Right? You doing your whole whatever, right? But choose a side, and the side you choose, you stay there. Jay Z used to be who you spoke about. That's why you align yourself with Foxy Brown. You align yourself with Foxy Brown because you felt like Foxy had a similarity to you, but both of you guys felt like Jay Z was on your vision board. Jay Z was who you as a female base your career off of. Now that was before the pills and potions for Nicki because everyone who came up with Nicki is doing their thing. Nicki is the only one who is at home. I never thought you would be at home looking at the screen like swinging at the wall. I never thought that. And that's all because you felt like you were slighted or something because Cardi B had a faster success than you. Like she started doing more than you. You were so busy jumping on everything. You literally did the right thing. You did it right when Rihanna did it. You guys saturated yourselves on the radio. You saturated yourself on every new, every old artist, every hook, every verse. It was that's all you heard was Rihanna and Nicki Minaj for over a decade. You took the you were and Beyonce. You literally took the Queen of Rap title. At first, people had lined you up with Little Kim, and you quickly took yourself out of that realm. But you wasn't happy with that. You wanted to be Miley. You wanted to be everyone. Instead of aligning yourself with these girls and making music, you wanted to fight with them. You always had this weird situation. And then here comes Megan Thee Stallion. If you just would have let it be and not try to jump on every look how Mary J. Blige didn't think she had to be on every one song. You have to align yourself the right way. But the Megan Thee Stallion situation pushed Nicki Minaj over the edge, where she even gave up on her own career. So that's a bad and Megan Thee Stallion not even selling records. Nobody don't even want to listen to her shit because everyone found holes in her story with Tory Lanez. Another black man locked up because of some lies. Right? So people found holes in Megan's story. And Nikki, it didn't need you to jump in it and put it on spot, you know? But you're dragging everyone about this predator shit, but you're married to a predator. Oops. Married to a predator, a real predator, a documented predator, not you trying to run receipts on Mad Day because Trevor and everyone dragged you last night because you were not in attendance of the Grammys. Now, if you were at the Grammys, because the Grammys even letting baddies and shit in there just looking crazy, you know? So, where were you, Nikki? Where were you, Nikki? At home swinging at the wall mad at Lizzo. What you swinging at the wall mad at Lizzo for though, sis? Lizzo? You at you swinging at the wall mad at Lizzo. But let's see what when the girlies wake up or whatever and see all the shit you threw on Twitter. Let's see who got the heart to stand up and be like, fuck you, Nikki. You know what? I woke up today and I choose to say fuck you. I choose violence today. So hopefully Lizzo wake up with a S on her chest and choose violence with you, Nicki Minaj, and sang to the top of her lungs the song, change her emoji to Cardi B, change, sang the song that they did, the Beast of the Trap, that she sampled with Cardi B, sang that song to the top of her lungs in your face. Hmm. Yeah. So Lizzo, if you listening to this live by chance, yeah, do that. Play in her face like she tried to play in yours last night on Twitter, okay? Play back in Nicki Minaj's face. That's all y'all have to do, okay? She play in your face, play in her face, right? So that's how she'll block you and get out of your face. Play back in her face with the truth, okay? Anyway, 50 Cent, you snitch. Why you not? Why is white men off limits? I want to know that. 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj. Why all of a sudden black men who you deem powerful is on your vision board to take down? That's the fucking question of the day. Y'all have a good day on purpose and be easy.